welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I have invited Vamshikiran. He has secured GATE 343 rank in Computer Science 2022. To start with today's video, I will ask Vamshikiran to give his brief background, his education, then how did his GATE preparation start from. So Vamshikiran, the floor is yours.
Okay. First of all, thank you for inviting me to do this. So I graduated in 2020 from a Pune University. I did my bachelor's in information technology branch, and in my fourth year I didn't know much about GATE. That's why I haven't applied. I didn't even fill the form then and there in fourth year. But in later this COVID happened, and I came to know that there is something which we can do. And 2022 was my second attempt. In 2021 I got 3000 something rank, and which was totally, I haven't prepared, I haven't took any course, but after giving my first attempt I thought that okay, this is something we can do, and let's do it seriously. And I was doing job at that time, and I continued, thought that I should take some course and start preparing to for GATE seriously. And yeah, fortunately I got 343 rank this year, and I'm hoping that I'll get some good IIT and get my career into a good path.
So when you started GATE preparation, what was your motivation, like to get into good IITs or like PSUs? Like most of the computer science students, I hope they will be aiming for MTech in top universities like IIT. What was your motivation for that?
Yeah, as every student's dream is to go IIT, right? So my dream also was like, some GATE is giving us another chance to get into IITs. That was not fulfilled by our JEE examinations. So yeah, IIT was always the motivation behind GATE examination.
So how did you start your GATE preparation? Like when did you start exactly, like proper serious preparation for GATE 2022?
Okay. So before that, I've just said that, right? In 2021, I have attempted GATE, but I haven't took any course or anything. But I had an idea that how many subjects are there and how I should plan. So right after GATE 2021, that is in February, I just thought that I took a decision that I should take this 1 year very seriously and attempt GATE. So in March, I was just going through different coaching classes and different courses that I can take. So I have joined applied GATE course, and I started my preparation in March.
And so did you take any offline academia, or did you do self preparation for this GATE?
Actually, that course I took provides recorded lectures, and their preparation is completely online, and they do not have any offline coaching classes like going physically there and then. And due to COVID situation, and most of the tuitions were also giving these recorded lectures.
May I know like which GATE courses did you follow? Which GATE courses academy did you follow?
Okay, I just took applied GATE course.
Applied GATE course.
Yeah.
So coming to your daily schedule, actually, when you start from March, like how was your schedule? You were doing a job from maybe 9 to 5 job. Then how was your schedule for GATE preparation?
Okay, so first of all, my goal was to complete my every video. So I had to take plan very correctly, because at the same time I was doing the job, and I had to manage time for GATE examination as well. So some days I used to there wasn't any fixed schedule in the start, but later I realized that we have to plan it very carefully, so that GATE is all about consistency. It is a very long journey, and you have to be consistent to crack it. And it is not hard, it is easy, but you need practice and you need consistency. So I used to get out those 2 to 3 hours after office or before office. Like you said, the timing was similar, like 9 to 6 most of the cases. And sometimes there used to be some due to high demand of the work, we used to extend hours and used to work on weekends as well. But mostly I used to was able to get 2-3 hours for GATE examination.
So like you used to spend only like 4 to 5 hours per day each when you started your preparation, like when you come into the final stages, like maybe December or January, like how you used to manage your preparation? Maybe that months are most crucial because you may be revising whatever you have studied, or you will be solving some previous year questions or something like that. So how you used
Correct.
to manage?
Yeah. So actually, I've completed my syllabus till September,
Okay.
and after September, I started. During this preparation, I made notes.
Okay.
I used to have a notebook for each subject actually.
Okay.
But when I completed my course and when I saw it, those 10 notebooks that I have for GATE preparation, I was like, oh shit, I cannot read this every
Ah.
book, and I was tired of it. So I thought that I should go through all of the videos again, and
Okay.
uh, and manage such a way that I can combine all these 10 notebooks in one notebook,
Okay.
like one short notebook, because these notebooks were proper long notes, but they
Okay.
were not for revision kind of thing. They were like too tiring. If you will
Okay.
go through all it, it would take minimum 1 week or 2 weeks to complete all those 10 subjects. So I
Okay.
went through all the videos again in 1 month, and I somehow compressed it into one notebook such that I can finish it in 3 to 4 days, all
Okay.
the 10 subject revision in 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
So I created that notebook, and I still have this notebook with me because it will help in written tests and interviews as well.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
making, yeah, I want to emphasize this point that making short notes is very important,
Yes.
and yeah, having your own short notes, like there are many resources where you see that people are uploading short notes on
Hmm.
LinkedIn or YouTube. You get short notes. I don't, I'm not saying that they are not useful, but when you make your own notes that are according to you and
Yes.
you
Yes.
know that
Exactly.
correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, after September, I took 1 month, that is whole of October, to make this one notebook that is of short notes.
Okay.
And after October, I took test series from 3 different institutes that are, you know, uh, famous for GATE preparation. That is one specifically in computer science.
Okay.
So yeah,
Like what are them? Like Made Easy, Ace Academy?
yeah, correct. So I took Made Easy, ACE test series, and GATE Applied was already there.
Okay.
So yeah, and I also want to say that test series is very important to know where you stand in your
Yes, yes,
competition.
exactly. So, how was your preparation strategy exactly? Like you prepared your notes, but you need to solve specific questions for each chapter and all. So,
Correct.
what from where, which material you used to follow to solve these questions and all, or you used to solve some previous year questions and all? Like, what was your preparation strategy for that?
Yes. So in our course, the GATE Applied course, after every concept, they used to have some practice
Okay.
sets, and there used to be like 25 to 30 questions, and those questions was like moderate to tough level, not easy
Okay.
level.
Okay.
So they used to, after every video on a bunch of videos, I used to give those practice tests initially, but later on I wanted to complete the videos because it was taking time to give those tests every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I took some, like I'll give this test after finishing whole subject, or I'll take it sometime later. So after completing my syllabus, I also kept my time for solving previous 10 years question papers,
Okay.
and it was on priority that I have to solve this all the 10 years question papers, because no test series or no questions can match that real level, because
Previously,
they are
yeah.
obviously the real question papers, and they will give you the real feel what exactly will happen in those 3 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have solved previous year questions, and focused mostly on, this is a myth, but most of there is always the doubt, because this year GATE examination was conducted by IIT Kharagpur,
Okay.
and there were some of the papers that IIT Kharagpur has conducted in previous years, like 2014, 2006, and I think 2000 also.
Okay.
So I have solved those papers multiple times. Just a thought
Okay.
that okay, this could be the similar pattern that could repeat in 2022.
Yeah.
Because when I gave 2021 paper, it was
Hmm.
easy, and I
Okay.
thought that if I have solved previous year questions very properly, then I could have cracked it in my first attempt itself.
Okay.
So yeah, previous year question papers are very important.
Important. Yeah, coming to exam 3 hours, like how did you split your 3 hours when you are attempting GATE 2022? So, like, what was your strategy or plan when you start? Because these are the most crucial hours, 3 hours. If you prepare for 1 year, if you don't attempt good in those 3 hours, it will be of waste. So, how was your
Correct.
3 hours exam plan?
Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier that I started my test series, I started giving full length mock tests from November itself.
Okay.
So November, December, January, I had these 3 months with me for all the full length mock tests. So I
Okay.
started applying different strategies, like what would work for me and in which case I get good marks. And it was not like like I am applying every strategy in different papers, but I used to
Okay.
follow, like there is one strategy I used to follow for some papers, and I used to observe my pattern of marks that I'm getting in those examinations. And after trying 3-4 strategies, I fixed one strategy that okay, I'll follow this, and I'll follow that from now on, and that
Okay.
really helped me. So
Okay.
that strategy that I fixed on was, we have aptitude section and then we
Okay.
have a technical section.
Yes.
And earlier it was like 1 mark was segregated from 2 marks, but now it is totally mixture of things, like
Okay.
and now we also have MSQs, multiple select questions,
Yes. Yes.
right? So my strategy was fixed that I'll give first 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes for aptitude section. I'll solve
Okay.
those, and if I'm not getting a question, I'll not spend much time on it. I'll just leave
Okay.
that aptitude and move on to the next question.
Okay.
And I was not like first go through the question paper and sort out subject wise or other thing. I just used to go simple serially.
Okay.
If I'm getting that question, I'll solve it then and there. And second was, if I know the question and how to solve it, but it will take much time, then I used to leave it and mark it as there we have options of marking it as for next time.
Yes. Yes.
So I used to mark those questions, and the questions I feel like okay, I'll make mistake here, or otherwise I don't know this concept very well. I used to just leave that question. I do not used to spend much more time on it. Just reading the
Okay.
question, I used to get the vibe that I if I could solve it, or I don't know any concept there. So I used to leave that, and in first iteration, my target was that in 2 hours, my first iteration should be completed, and
Okay.
at least 30 questions should be
Solved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that one iteration, I used to go to those questions which I marked. Like I
Okay.
know this question, but it would take much longer than that. So
Okay.
in second iteration, I used to solve them, and I used to still remaining with 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes.
Okay.
In those 30 minutes, I used to solve those, because in GATE examination, you don't need like out of 65, you don't need like 60 of 65 questions correct.
Yes.
You just need good accuracy, and if you get 45 to 50 questions correct, you are in top 100.
Okay.
And in 2022, my I have attempted 54 questions,
Okay.
and my 39 questions were correct, but
Okay.
still I missed around like 15 questions.
Okay.
But most of them were I got only one negative marking, 0.67.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So rest all were question. What was
Rest
the
on were there non-negative marking, otherwise correct.
okay? What was the percentile out of 1,000?
Out of
Get
1,000, I
score.
got 749.
Okay. 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 Then coming to like GATE 2022 paper, like how different did you find with previous papers? Like what differences did you find in this paper?
Yeah. So first thing that MSQ was introduced newly, and before this only one paper was conducted, which was by IIT Bombay, and we didn't have much reference that how many MSQs will be asked this year and what will be the weightage of those questions.
Okay.
So this time paper was conducted by IIT Kharagpur, and always it's been a trend that IIT Kharagpur paper, it's a myth, I don't know, but how this happens, whether this IITs by pattern they prepare the same kind of questions, or is it not. But this year paper was like moderate level.
Okay.
I feel it was moderate and definitely harder than last year.
Okay. Was it lengthy or like I heard some of the students saying it was a lengthy paper. Was it lengthy?
Yes, this was lengthy paper, and mostly because of MSQs. In MSQs, you have to go through every option and solve it.
Okay.
So it was lengthier because of them, and there were some of the questions which were really on the harder side. Some little number of questions, less number of questions which were on this harder side. But yeah, it was moderate paper.
Okay. So for GATE rank 300, like around 300 to 400, which IITs would you expect you will be getting through?
I'm expecting IIT Guwahati
Okay.
and IIT Roorkee.
Okay.
So yeah.
So coming to the trends, like previously, I think you might have gone through which IITs for which rank. So in this range, which IITs like students can apply? Like they will be having chances to get into that IITs. Like which IITs would you expect? So, not
Yeah.
personally,
So
you
I
in
have
general.
okay. So I have gone through the cutoffs of all the IITs, and
Okay.
I have seen that IIT Guwahati cutoff for general category was
Okay.
744 last year,
Okay.
and IIT Roorkee I think around 57 or 58 marks.
Okay.
And I have seen people with 400 ranks as well getting IIT Guwahati and IIT Roorkee.
Okay.
Kanpur, Kharagpur, Madras, Delhi
Okay.
go around 150 to 200 ranks. Like
Okay.
their score is above 780 or 790 usually.
Okay.
But this time what happened is people got good rank but lower score.
Yes,
Like this
exactly.
year I got 343 rank and 749 marks. But
Hmm.
last year at the same rank 343
Hmm.
people got 780 800
Yeah.
score.
Okay.
So that I think that will make a difference this year. I saw some counseling videos.
Hmm.
Teachers are saying that this time cutoff should go lower. I hope that
Yeah.
happens and people get
So
good colleges.
this cutoff is for MTech or MS? Like it is for MTech?
Yeah, this cutoff is MTech. For MS, cutoffs are lower.
Okay.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
your score is above 650 or 680 and with good CGPA, and given that you crack the interviews very well,
Yeah.
you could get top 6 IITs
Okay.
easily.
Yeah. Then coming to main what do you say future goal? So mainly you chose IITs to go to into MTech. So in MTech, what usually happens is that there are two ways. Like one thing is that you can go for placements, you can go for a good job. Other thing is research, like you can go for like higher studies like PhD or like some other like higher studies like that. So what is your main goal? Like you will go for placements or you will go for like PhDs or like into research?
Yeah, actually my goal is to get into good. Uh, Basically, I want IIT to be a good platform for me, and my goal is placements only.
Okay.
So I'm going to apply for mostly TA, like that is
Okay.
of 2 years, and
Okay.
rather than RA or MS.
Okay. So it will be
Yeah.
mostly course based, I think, not like thesis based. Thesis based is
Yeah,
which goes into the research line.
correct.
Uh, yeah, then I think I have covered most of the questions. So if you are willing to share some of the points which I have not asked or you feel will be useful for students, I think you can share it now. I will add it to the video.
Yes. So I think for GATE preparation, it is very important to, there are people who could crack GATE by studying 3 months, 2 months only. But
Okay.
if you start early, there is no loss. So it is very important that if you want to, give GATE examination and you want to get into IITs, it is very important that you start as early as possible. And first thing after deciding that after you take decision that you have to give the GATE, second thing you have to do is choose a proper structure, whichever institute it might be. You should choose one proper course structure, which that could be ACE, that could be Made Easy, that could be Unacademy, GATE Applied, or anything. But
Yeah.
that course structure will help you to stay on track. Otherwise, I have experienced this in 2021 when I haven't taken any course, and roughly before 1 month I thought that okay, GATE examination is coming, I should do something, but I was lost that what exactly I should do. If you go on, if you might, there are people who think that by YouTube we will get it covered. but it is difficult because there's a lot of waste of time. You will search,
Yes,
so
yes.
many videos, and you'll just get lost, I think. But there
Mostly
are
we'll
people
get
who
distracted if you don't follow any like academic like some
correct,
what do you say?
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, and also you have an edge that you have a mentor or you have teachers who can help you whenever you have doubts. So
Yeah.
second step is that you get a proper scores, and third thing is make a plan, proper strategy how to complete this whole syllabus.
Yes, yes.
Because first of all, understanding the syllabus of GATE is very important. There are almost, if you break down, I have break down it into 10 subjects, but
Okay.
people extend it to like 12 or however they used to calculate. Like mathematics, they can break down it into linear algebra and discrete mathematics,
Yes,
and
yes.
probability and combinatorics as well. But many of them calculate it as mathematics only.
Okay.
So it will be from 10 to 12 subjects in GATE, and
Okay.
computer science has little vast syllabus, and you have to get into depth,
Okay.
and so you have to make strategy to complete the syllabus. And
Okay.
third thing is, make sure you make notes so that it will help you in revision. While revision, I'll say this, and with 100% guarantee that you will not regret making those notes, making those extra effort while watching your lectures and
Yes, yes.
writing down those important points.
Yes, yes.
And you'll thank yourself that, okay, thank God I made those notes at that time.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Yeah. And after completing the syllabus, it's very important to get enrolled into test series, multiple test series, and
Yes.
every test series has their own advantage.
Mm.
Like I have to GATE, ACE, and GATE applied, ACE, and made easy.
Okay.
And I can say that according to me, made easy will tell you that where you exactly stand, because number of students giving or taking made
Maybe.
easy are higher.
Okay.
So almost where you stand by the rank
Okay.
of those test series. By giving ACE test series, ACE mostly asks questions theoretical,
Okay.
which are orally based answers. So by ACE, you'll know that, okay, these are the small concepts I missed. So ACE will give you a hint that, okay, you missed this concept and you should read this theory. And
Yeah.
GATE applied will give you proper, mixture of uh, uh, problems as well as theoretical questions. So
Yes,
it
yes.
will give you an idea that exactly your concepts, where are you lagging and all. So combination of all these 3 to 4 test series will give you an idea that how are you going to perform in your real examination.
Yeah, yeah.
And still there is no relation between your real examination marks and test series, but definitely the pattern and however you do in boosts your confidence, because
Yes, yes.
nobody knows in that on D-Day in those 3 hours what will happen.
Yes, yes.
Because in my case also I made like 3 to 4 very silly mistakes, and if
Okay.
I haven't made mistake, I could be in like top 100 or 150.
Okay.
So this is the story of every student. I think even AIR one would say that I made these silly mistakes and I could have
Yeah.
got more marks. So this is the story of everything. But in the end, you have to accept the reality that you got this many marks. And so
Yeah.
basically, practice will help you to reduce those silly mistakes that you make. Another thing very important is after every examination, analyze that where you are lagging, what are the subjects that you are weak in, and another
Yes.
thing is what exactly silly mistakes are you making.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because the very common silly mistakes are calculation mistakes, like
Yeah.
1 plus 2 4, people do like 4 5, like this is
Yeah,
very
yeah.
common mistake. Another is missing those keywords like not. Due
Yeah.
to MS skills, it has become more tricky as well.
Uh,
And third thing is like interpreting the question in a correct way. Sometimes what happens is when you read a question, you assume that because of pattern, because for example in test series you have followed, there are some questions which are like asked very frequently.
yeah.
So after solving so many questions, you are like, okay, ये तो वही है, इसको तो वैसे ही solve करेंगे. But when you solve in real examination, you also think that no, this is the similar question I have solved, and you are like in flow that I'll do same way. But there will be a trick in that question. There will be some trick and you will make the mistake. So you have to stay alert and pinpoint that main point. So yeah, I think practice will make you perfect, and you know, yeah, in the end you'll get it done.
Yeah, Vamshikiran, like it was like most informative video, and I hope it will be useful for most of the students who are appearing for 2023 GATE. And I once again congratulate you for securing AR 343. And to end this video, I would ask like viewers to share this video as much as possible. And thank you so much for I really appreciate you. You have like accepted my invitation to appear on a video and share your experiences and suggestions for upcoming students. And thank you so much.